know you're scared, so terrified that you're mine. Well, I would say there's nothing to be scared out there.
Today is January 7th, 2018, and I'm here with Liliana Martinez, very close friend of mine. How old are you, Lily?
I'm 19.
And where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey, United States, but my dad is from Mexico and my mom is from El Salvador.
Cool. Do you have any pronouns, if any?
She, her.
And what do you do?
I paint and draw.
And well, how did you start this?
Well, I remember being very young, maybe like 7 or so, and I would just pick up a crayon or anything and just doodle. It would be like your average house and a corner sign, and a person waving hi. And yeah, from then on, I realized I was really good at it. So, yeah.
And for how long do you think about?
I want to say 11 years now.
11 years, wow. What are some of your biggest accomplishments and some of the things that you're most proud of?
With my art, I feel like I haven't had my biggest accomplishment that I feel like it is big, but I won awards in like high school and grammar school. Actually, I think that was my biggest one when I was in grammar school, and I got an award for like a mask that I made, and my art teacher thought it was the most beautifulest thing she ever saw, and that encouraged me a lot. So I think that was my biggest achievement. I was like in first grade.
Oh. First grade, yeah. What do you think is the hardest thing about what you do? No, how you do it?
Definitely to stay motivated and focused.
And where do you find that inspiration or focus or drive?
Within myself. Like, I have to come into a mind, like a mindset of just peacefulness and just calm and tranquility. And I just have to tell myself, like, alright, Lily, you're present, you're here, you're focused. Now do your art. And also just life in general, like the little details, like the shadow of a tree, the light of like a pavement in the streets, buildings, the way windows are shaped and the colors. I feel like just how the world comes together in colors and shapes. It's nice.
An interesting question that I correlates with that is what is like your relationship to color?
Yeah. I feel like colors are very important in my life because when I see color, that means I am present, and when I'm not, it's just horrible. So that's why I feel like colors are like they're kind of like a wake up kind of thing. So I try my best to focus on the colors.
It shows. It really does. What are some of, besides just was a parent, but what are some of your influences
I feel like everything around me influences me and like inspires me. Everything. The people. I wish I was more educated in artists, like in industries and history. But one of my biggest influences is Diego Rivera. That guy is amazing. He really puts a lot of thoughts in his work, and that's what I try to do in my work.
In your room depicts a lot of I know for me personally, just being in here, just very, very thoughtful, very beautiful. And what are some things in your room that that aren't per se looked at as art, but are in a way?
I would definitely say my mirror. I feel like I use my mirror a lot as a tool, as a reflection. I like how I feel and how I portray myself and how I portray myself with my feelings and how they both coexist.
And what is your favorite part of your space?
My favorite spot is located on my right to the corner. Yeah, it's my favorite corner because first of all, the walls are like orange reddish, and that's one of my favorite colors. And I like how like the wooden colors interact with it. And I have a Michelangelo sketch. I didn't do it, of course, it was him. And I have my Frida Kahlo there just chilling. And I don't know, and my radio too. That keeps me present. Listening to someone talking to me when I'm listening to music. It's cool. It's just orange, and my curtain is yellow. So, and my closet is white. So,
Colors.
Yeah, colors.
What would you like people to know about you? What is one of your favorite quirks about yourself or something?
Okay, well, I definitely want people to know that I'm human. I am human, and I feel, and I am, and I just am. And so my quirks are my energy. They could be like all over the place, but I try my best to keep them tamed. I don't know. Everyone says like, oh yeah, I'm weird and random, but that's everyone. That lets themselves become vulnerable. But yeah.
Yeah. And last question, last but not least, where do you see yourself in the bigger picture? Long term, short term, with your art?
Definitely long term, like 80 years old, just doing art. Hopefully make it to a museum, at least a museum that has like a capacity of like 150 people. Yeah, just being at peace with my art.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you for your transparency and for you letting me into your space.
Of course. Thank you for opening yourself with me. You too, Angel.
Of course.
What is one of your favorite pictures?
This one.
Can you show the camera?
And why?
This is my favorite because I drew it in 2015. It was when I was at my darkest moments, and I was just trying to figure out my thoughts and my feelings. So yeah, it's just this is just like vulnerable Lily in her darkest. Oh, I'm not in that dark aura anymore, and it takes a lot for myself to go there, so I think that's a huge accomplishment. But yeah, I treasure it because it reminds me that I'm just human.